Wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Respected Chairman Janab Nisar, respected Principal Mrs. Ar-Rahmaan, respected Vice Principal, respected Qaris, Ustads, teachers, I welcome all of you with the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace, blessings and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be on all of you. I see here most of you keeping a notebook ready to note down some points and all those things. And you thought that I'm going to give a PowerPoint presentation there. It's very boring. All I can do is I can just go to the net, take some nice information which you have not seen, and I can put it there, I can edit it, and I can say this been created by me. No. I told I'm not going to do that. It will be an informal session, and I take the permission from our chairman that this session is going to be very informal. The Qaris and Ustad, you're comfortable with English? Or by Urdu mein baat kar sakta hu? Or Tamil?
English and Tamil.
Okay, English and Tamil. You can do it. So you need not worry about all those things. Okay? So it will be more of an interactive session than something formal. We'll do the talking. Nisa said that what I wanted to tell in the last, because your principal wanted me to tell you in the last that I'm a father. But Nisa said, yes, it's okay. You can tell. Are there any teachers? I just gave this one kind of a presentation about 6-7 years back. Are there anyone there still working here? You remember me? You were there? What's your name, sister?
Daisy.
Sit down. Yes. Mashallah. So, it took about 6 years time for me because I was also very busy and all those things. And then I thought I'll make it one day. It so happened that one of my niece, she got married, and that time my daughter had come around to Chennai with the kids, of course. And then she was inviting me, and Sir was telling me to come to Pondicherry and all those things, and we didn't find time to come because I also work for a school. I'll just give you a briefing about myself, then we will discuss things. I'm not a teacher by choice, by chance. Basically, I'm a businessman. We come from a business family back in Salem. When my child, your principal, Ar-Rahmaan, today I've seen the principal today, she was in the LKG, or we say junior KG, right? We call that. You know, I'm very close to her. I'm very close to my children. She was doing her LKG, and you know, LKG children can be picked up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So the parents are waiting near the gate, and it's about 5 minutes time they can go near the classrooms, and you can just pick up the child. So I used to go. She used to study in Cluny Convent, and because I was very closely associated with the Cluny Convent, so I was given the permission to go until near the classrooms. So when I went to the classroom, and I was there 5 minutes, I was just watching the teacher teaching. Honestly, believe me, I'm not here to degrade any teacher. It is not there in me. But the way the teacher was communicating with the child, the kind of language, I was shocked. I was shocked. What is the difficulty? What was the difficulty? I don't know. I was annoyed. And that time, I done my master's in business. I said, perhaps I can do better. But then who will give me a job? I'm a businessman. I finished my studies. I was into the business. Got married. My child was there. So it went on like that. But this urge was there. When I saw this, I was annoyed. Then, it so happened, I also studied in a school called Holy Cross. You just go to the Google Holy Cross School, Salem, one of the topmost schools in Salem. There, I had one French Canadian was my principal. He had come with my math teacher to my business premises, and he told Fazal, Mahamood, he used to call me Fazal. See, I have one of my teacher who's teaching commerce and accountancy is sick, and you need to teach this accountancy for the next 6 months. I said, why? I finished my education 3 years back. I am in no touch with the subject. No, you can do it. He just gave me that one of the textbooks that you people follow for grade level at accounting and commerce. He went and asked me to come the next day. I was wondering. My dad was alive at that time. And then I was telling him, he said, okay, why don't you give a try? He was asking you to come be a part-time teacher. Just go teach that particular moment and come back. So I went. It's my old school. So I went there and I had nothing. I had no clue, nothing. I took one of they said this is the lesson you need to start. And in the accounting, I took a particular lesson and I wanted to solve one kind of a problem. And I was solving a problem. It was a magic. It worked out. It came out to be a right. Then I said, wow, I blew a soft whistle and I said, yes, I can do it. I can do it. That's it. That is how, I started to become a teacher. And then, what happened? I continued for 6 months, and after that, the original teacher came back, and then I had to come back to the business. This inner desire was there I wanted to continue. So, I got Farah married to Nisar. Nisar was talking about Brother Jalal. I know Brother Jalal. All you know is Brother Jalal comes here, gives the lecture, teaches, is very friendly with the students. That's all you know, right? Do you know that he was the one who performed the nikah for Nisar and Farah? How many of you know that? You don't know that, right? He was the one who performed the nikah. It was an awesome event. Simplest manner possible. And your CEO is one of a very simple person. And when I came to see him, to see the group for my daughter, very simple. Very casual, lungi, shirt. I want to see you work. What do you want to see me? I say, look, this is my card. I work for he was working for Dell company at the time. I said, he's the right candidate. Okay, let's get back. So, after I got Farah married, I went to the Maldives, the Republic of the Maldives, to teach. I was appointed as a commerce teacher. I went there, and then I went to one of the largest islands there to teach. And then they assigned me grade 8 core class. When I say core class, limited syllabus. I was talking about some troubled students and all those things. You have parents. In the core class, especially in an island, the children of those, the parent of those children, either a fisherman or an electrician or doing some kind of a job. I'm not finding fault with the kind of job they are trying to do. No. The last kind of a job, right? When we divide the income into low income, middle income and high income, they used to come like that. And these children, the Maldives, these children, the core class especially, they are from the troubled family. If I say troubled family, this is smallest nation, one of the smallest nations in the world, which has a total population of only 5 lakh people, and the rate of divorce is 56%. காலையில் கல்யாணம் பண்ணுவோம், ஈவினிங் டிவோர்ஸ் பண்ணிடுவோம். அப்போ you see the children are very disturbed. Why they are disturbed? Yes. The concept there was, please don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong in that, please don't get me wrong, but I'm just talking about the feeling of a child. The person is married, he's got a wife, okay? Previously, the woman was married for 2 or 3 times, divorced, and this guy was married 4 or 5 times, divorced. Now they became husband and wife. Nothing wrong. Alhamdulillah. But he has some children who live with him. She's got some children who live with this, and they have the children. So the concept is, my child and your child are playing with our children. This is the concept. தப்பு இல்லை. ஆனால் இந்த குழந்தைங்க என்ன இருந்தாலும் பிரச்சனை தான். Allah gives you the permission, marry in 4, 3, 2 and 1. But you cannot do justice between the 2 wives. So marry only one. The only religion on the face of the earth, it says marry only one. இந்த மாதிரி பிரச்சனைக்காக தான். என்ன கான்செப்ட் எல்லாம் என்ன கொண்டு வந்துடுறாங்க? Islam is giving permission. Right, we're not coming to that now. Okay. So I went there, I started to, my department was about 17 people and I had to teach international syllabus, Cambridge international education. Now it became Cambridge Assessment International Cambridge Assessment International Education. Yes. The 17 people will not teach you how to deal with the concept. You have to learn by yourself. You ask them for help, they will not help you. It's not that they don't want to help. It is, the system is like that. The one who comes there, he has to learn by himself. Struggling. So I was appointed as a teacher to do that. I had one HOD called Mahamood. She was the HOD, a local Maldivian lady. And she came for the observation. And she saw me teaching in this grade 8 and she knew that, yes, I was in a position I can do it. And then you know what happened? Within 15 days time, she called me for a meeting and she said, can you do A levels? When I say A levels, you say +1 and +2. We call A as advanced subsidiary for grade 11 and A level for grade 12. Can you teach that? Yes, I said I can do it. So immediately I was given a class in grade 12. Straight away they gave me a topic. She came from the observation. Alhamdulillah, she felt that I was good for it. Yes, I was transferred immediately to the A levels. And I started to teach. The first thing what I did was, I became friendly with the people of the island, especially the old people. The grandfathers and the grandmothers, they were very friendly with me. And then I started to, I knew the concept. I knew the concept of teaching. The thing is here, so how many minutes period do you have? 1 period. How many minutes do you have?
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
And how do you divide that 40 minutes teaching? Can you tell me? What is the system? 40 minutes, all the 40 minutes you will teach and you will not have time to finish off another teacher's meeting. Is that the concept? So how do you do that? Can one of you can tell me? How do you divide your time? Anybody can tell me? No problem. We are here only to correct ourselves. This is what the management is expecting out of us today. Right? Can you tell me, any one of you? How do you spend your time? What's your name, sister? Sit. Sister Zunaida Parvin, how do you spend? In which class do you teach?
Second standard.
Second standard. And what subject do you teach?
All the subjects.
All the subjects. She's an expert, mashallah. So, how do you spend? That 40 minutes, how do you?
So the first 10 minutes I used to talk to the children.
First 10 minutes, you will talk to this. Yes, 30 minutes left.
Then only 10 minutes only I get the subject.
Only 10 minutes.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Because I want to say some stories,
Okay.
regular things related to that. And then I do some little practice. And then only I complete my class.
Okay, you will complete the class. So first 10 minutes, the introduction. Is it what you have done in yesterday's class, you will do the review?
The 10 minutes I recall afterwards only. The first 10 minutes I used to talk. Did you take a breakfast? Did you get the homework? And I talk and he talks.
10 minutes you take. And you take 10 minutes time and you are able to finish the portion given to you, the syllabus?
No, I take 1 week for one lesson.
And you write that lesson plan, you submit, and you are able to finish everything?
Yes.
That's brilliant. What do we do is,
so that if I give more portion, they can't able to do. So that little bit I'll get given.
mashallah. See, for me, if I'm dealing with the higher classes, it's very easy. Dealing with the kids, the smallest classes, who are the KG teachers here? Without even asking their experience with the kids, and for me, they're the best teachers. என்னால முடியாதுங்க. குழந்தை அழுதுகிட்டு வரும். ஃபரா சொன்னா அந்த ஒரு டென்ட் மாதிரி நான் வச்சிருப்பேன்ப்பா, என்னுடைய ஆஃபீஸ்ல வச்சிருப்பேன் நாயா. அப்புறம் இந்த கிளாஸ்ல போட்டா அழுதுகிட்டு இருந்தா பொண்ணு அப்படி அப்படின்னு ஓடி வந்துட்டா அப்படின்னு. அப்புறம் பார்த்தா டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் அப்படி. அது எப்படி உங்களால முடியுது? எப்படி உங்களுக்கு அந்த பேஷன்ஸ் இருக்குது? I tell you, these are the best people. இவங்க அடுத்து இந்த லெவலுக்கு எடுத்துட்டு போறாங்க, லோவர் செகண்டரிக்கு எடுத்துட்டு போறாங்க. Shall we go out today? I'm just trying to talk to her in English. Shall we go to the thing? Yes, we'll go. Allahu Akbar. அது எப்படி தான் அந்த சின்ன குழந்தைங்களுக்கு அந்த இங்கிலீஷ் சொல்லி கொடுக்குறாங்க, எப்படி அந்த பேஷன்ஸ் அந்த அழுகிற குழந்தைக்கு, ஓ மை காட், ஐ டெல் யூ வாட், அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க எடுத்துட்டு போறீங்க நீங்க. So you act as a bridge between the higher teachers. So they give you the students and you mold them, and then you try to give to the higher secondary teachers, and you give them the best kind of a knowledge. You prepare them for the boards, and they have to go and see the competitive world. Okay, so this is how it all works. For me, it's very easy. Like I said, it's very easy for me. I'm not talking about those teachers. Who are the teachers who are teaching the higher secondary? And what subject do you teach, sir? Sit, sir. Please sit. You teach maths. I love these math teachers. I love these math teachers. Sir, you have a great responsibility, sir. 8th வரைக்கும் 7th standard வரைக்கும் நானே மேத்ஸ் 17-18 தான் போட்டு நிசார் சொன்ன மாதிரி நொம்பு வரணும் போட்டு அடிப்பாரு. நீ சொல்லி கொடுக்கறது எனக்கு புரிஞ்சாதானப்பா எனக்கு தெரியும். எனக்கு ஹோம்ஒர்க் கொடுத்துருவீங்க, நான் ஹோம்ஒர்க் செஞ்சுட்டு போல, எனக்கு புரிஞ்சாதானே நான் ஹோம்ஒர்க் செய்வேன். இல்லைன்னா என்ன பண்ணுவேன், பக்கத்து பையன் காலையில் சீக்கிரம் வந்துட்டு காப்பி அடிச்சு நான் எழுதி வச்சிருப்பேன். And my teacher was a French Canadian, right? And that person, he felt that I could not do math and all. Every time he used to discourage me. And then I had one teacher, he's still alive, he's from Puducherry only. Mr. Premdas அப்படின்ட்டு இருந்தார். அவர் எனக்கு மேத்ஸ் சொல்லி கொடுக்குறாரு. அப்புறம் ஹெல்தி ராஜேஷ் ஒருத்தர் வராரு, எனக்கு மேத்ஸ் சொல்லி கொடுக்குறாங்க. ஃபராக்கு கூட அந்த ஹெல்திராஜ் டீச்சர் தான் சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க. இஸ் நோ மோர் நோ. பிரேம்தாஸ் எனக்கு சொல்லி கொடுக்குறாரு. நான் போய் போர்டு எக்ஸாம் எழுதுறேன். சார் நான் எவ்வளோ வாங்கியிருப்பேன்னு நீங்கள் நினைக்கிறீங்க மேத்ஸ்ல? எனக்கு 17-18 மார்க் தான் சார் வாங்கினேன். 8வது வரைக்கும் நான் போர்டு எழுதுறேன். நான் எவ்வளவு வாங்கியிருப்பேன்? This is not to blow my own trumpet, sir. என்ன பத்தி நான் போடுறேன்னு நினைச்சுக்காதீங்க. Please இல்ல. Above 90. Someone said 100. I got center. College in Pune, center. Accountancy, A star. Masters, A star. இப்போ நம்ம பையன் அப்துல் இருக்கான், நம்ம கிராண்ட்சன் பையன். அவனோட சின்ன வீடியோஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்கு, நான் ஷேர் பண்றேன். அப்புறம் அவருக்கு பர்மிஷன் கொடுத்தாங்க. ஸ்மார்ட்டா இன்டெலிஜென்ட் அருமையா they posting that he got that lovely marks he got. And who the higher secondary teachers, I mean the 10th teachers யாரு? நீங்க தான் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிள். உங்களால தான் முடிஞ்சது. You were clapping to them. நீங்க தான் காரணம். These are the people who did it. எல்லாமே உங்களுக்கு தான் சேரும். Communication எப்படின்னா, when I want to say something, it has to reach you properly. For example, an English teacher, if you want to communicate, I am well, fine, you are well. So you want to ask the child, are you well? அப்படின்னா இந்த இடத்துல நீங்க தப்பு செய்யக்கூடாது. மிஸ்டேக் செஞ்சதானே நான் வந்துட்டு பர்ஃபெக்ட் ஆகிட்டு நீங்க சொன்னீங்க. ஆனால் இந்த இடத்துல நீங்க மிஸ்டேக் பண்ணி ஐ எம் வெல், ஹோப் யூ ஆர் ஆல்சோ இன் த வெல். என்ன மீனிங் இருக்கு? இப்போ நீயும் எங்க இருக்கிற? கிணத்துல இருக்கிறன்னு அர்த்தம். மாறிவிடு. No, we cannot afford to make that kind of mistakes. The communication has to reach properly. That you take care of. நிறைய பேர் தெரிஞ்சிருப்பீங்க, செய்யும் தொழிலே தெய்வம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவீங்க நீங்க. You talked about ibadah, worship and all those things. Whatever you do, you perfect in it. Experience will make you expert, practice will make you perfect. I started with nothing. That urge, the inner desire was there. Then you know what happened? I finished teaching and coming back there, and then my children wanted me to come back. Farah wanted me to come back to India. I have a son. After Farah, I have a son. He's in the IT field. Alhamdulillah, he's come here. He'll probably come to meet you all in the days to come. A couple of days I'll be staying here. They wanted me to come back, and then that was the time. It is exactly your kind of a story we have, like how you people split from the Crescent School, and you have a history. We also have a history. I work for Islamic International School, Chennai, owned by Dr. Zakir Naik. How many of you know Dr. Zakir Naik? I was working for him.
That's easier.
Yes, no, wait, that easier. Yes, I'll tell you that story. That easier. We were working for Dr. Zakir Naik, but we had a chairman called Syed Zakir Ahmed, who is totally different. We were running in Nungampakam, and then it was we who built that ECR building. And we came in the Zakir Naik and Syed Zakir Naik. Zakir Ahmed had some problems, so our chairman, he split. Then we gave that school to Zakir Naik. We came to Ar-Rahmaan to start Peace Academy. We came to start Peace Academy. Appo, and IA school, all the students remained there. It's just a different story. All the staff came here. Because we knew that the local person was perfect. Zakir Naik engira or seed irukkiradhanaala எல்லாமே perfect. It can be very perfect in the religion and his lectures and all those things. But I have worked with him. They had problems. So when it was inaugurated, even Nisar had come there. He had asked a few questions to him and all those things. So then we split and we started as Peace Academy. And then Zakir Naik had problems. He had to leave the country because the NIA was behind him, National Intelligence Agency. Then he went on to Malaysia and all those things. The school had to go to someone. The land was owned by someone else. We put up the building. So what happened? He wanted us to run. We said, no, we're not coming back. So he is running, and the name is changed to Bay International School. Upper Peace Varangi. The whole team came. Like how the whole team came here with Nisa at Farah. I'm hearing some stories. One side of the story only I had heard. After I heard the other side of the story of yours, and I saw justice was yours in your side. Now, the only difference here is students and the staff, you came together, and the students remained back. Staff came. We are only 5 people. Slowly it started to grow. People started believing in us. Because the faculty was an excellent faculty here. So they came, and that's how we started, and then it grew up. So we didn't have enough space. Now we moved on to Arumpakam, MMDA, called it a half acre land. We built state-of-the-art building. We have everything. Of course, international school needs to be like that. Of course, they have a lot of funding. They can do it. But for me, when I see this, the way they've done the jihad, your chairman, it's awesome. My teachers are telling, I just show them the photographs, I go to the Facebook, I show them all those things, and I say, yes, the classrooms are air conditioned. Superb. Farah was telling me, Dad, you charge 25,000 for grade 10, we charge 25,000 per month. For 14 months we charge. She's telling this is the kind of fees we charge for the whole year. Whole year. Child understood, mashallah. Superb, it is superb. The way how these people have managed during the times of COVID, the way how you people stood by them, because we all of us receive 50% of the salary, right? Even I used to receive 50% of the salary and all those things. Of course, it went down to 66%. But you know, when there is no income, there is a question of your only source of income is the children have to pay the fees. And if they don't pay the fees, what will these poor people do? But you stood by them. A big thanks to all of you. A big thanks to all of you. So let's come. So I started, and my only concept was that, like how she said, for me it's a little different. 35 minutes class we used to have, 5 minutes previous day's review, 23 minutes of teaching, the next 5 minutes I give. Because I understand the children have to go through the various subjects. They have to go through the various subjects, and they're going to be very tired. How many of you give your children long homeworks? So no, math master, don't tell me math. Unless I give the homework, they won't be in a position to. Yes. So the science teacher, chemistry teacher, don't tell me that they won't learn the formula. The physics teacher will not. You don't tell me all those things. Neither the other subject teachers should tell me. How many of you give long homeworks and big homeworks? You give. What is the subject you teach? Social. And social studies requires a lot of homework to be done.
What means for the presentation I will give this, because
like what kind of a presentation?
Writing for me to change the handwriting and videos.
So you're in charge of the handwriting and all those things.
But coming for the future in the presentation public.
So I'm asking you a question. So what time the child leaves back home?
At 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. When is the child coming?
8:30.
8:30. What time the child has to get up? 6 o'clock. Because I heard 18-17 kilometers they travel by
Yes.
6 o'clock, 8:30, 5 o'clock, and by the time they reach home, 5:30. Then Salah is there,
Yes.
something, then food is there. So many subjects are there. Homework is nothing only every time.
What means when I will give, suppose they are not having social period. For example, 7th standard they are having.
No, I'm not finding fault with your sister. Please do not get me wrong. When I'm asking on the target control, I will say that, but like Nisar said, I'm 100% friendly person.
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to solve your problem.
Suppose they are not having ask them to submit on Thursday, like that only. So.
And that happens every week?
Yes, yes.
So if you take that space, what about the other subjects?
Depends upon them.
அப்போ எப்போ அந்த ஹோம்ஒர்க் எல்லாம் முடிக்கிறதுக்கு 9 மணி ஆயிடும். குழந்தை எப்போ படிக்கும்? எப்போ
Read
தூங்கும்?
and write only, sir.
ஆ?
Read and write. So that one little
அப்போ அடுத்த நாள் வந்தா did you read and did you write and get waiting yes ன்னு சொன்னா விட்டுருவீங்க.
No, sir, I will conduct the test.
You will conduct a test and then in the test if the child does not do perform well,
We will start the retest again.
why did the child did not perform well in the class? Did you analyze? Is it only because he did not study or she did not study? Did you analyze from what background the child is coming from?
Yes.
Classmates இருக்காங்க மேடம், 20 குழந்தைங்க இருக்கிறாங்க. ஒன்னு வந்து பெரிய பணக்கார பிள்ளை, இன்னொன்னு வந்து ரொம்ப ஏழை பிள்ளை. நம்ம ஸ்கூல்ல எல்லாத்தையும் கரெக்டா ட்ரீட் பண்றோம். That's what he told now. This is the way how we treat the children. And and there must be students who are coming from the troubled families, single parenthood, இல்ல grandparents வளர்க்கணும், இல்லைன்னா காசு இருக்காது, வீட்டில் திட்டுவாங்க. அந்த குழந்தை எவ்வளோமா எடுத்து முடியல அந்த குழந்தைனால. அப்போ அந்த குழந்தை எப்படி, how do you expect the child to come to do that work and come? அப்போ நீங்க என்ன அனலைஸ் பண்ணணும்னா, try to find out the background of the children. It is your duty. Don't expect the management to do everything. What are the things they can? You know, I'll be coming to the planning organization. No, வரவே இல்லை அந்த டாபிக்கே இன்னும் வரப்போறாங்க. But don't worry, I know it's a holiday time. I will finish in time. நான் இது பொங்கல் லீவ்ல சார் இப்படி கூப்பிட்டு உட்கார நினைக்கிறேன். லைசன்ஸ் மாதிரி இப்போ நீங்க அனலைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. Try to analyze from what background the child is coming. புரியலையா? ஓகே, அவனை வந்து நம்ம என்ன செய்ய முடியும்? What can we do? சார் அப்து மாதிரி ஒரு நாள் இப்போ நல்ல ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் டாப்ல கொண்டு வந்துட்டீங்க, அவன் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா படிப்பான். நான் கேட்டேன் அவங்க அம்மாட்ட ஷெட்யூல் கேட்குறேன். She is telling me he sleeps at 9 o'clock, gets up at 4 o'clock. Every time I phone call, what is Abdul doing? படிச்சுட்டு ஜென்மம் போயிட்டான். அவன் மெக்கானிக்கல் லைஃப் ஃபார் ஹிம். அவன் படிக்கிற பையன் படிப்பான், 95% வாங்கிடுவான். அது வேற சார், அது வேற மேடம். A child who is scoring 7 marks or 8 marks, if you can take the child to 60, 65, அதுதான் உங்களுக்கு வெற்றி. நான் வந்து இவ்வளோ பெரிய ரிசல்ட் கொடுத்தா அந்த பெரிய ரிசல்ட் இல்லை, அது நமக்கு வேண்டாம். அது இட்ஸ் ஆன் ஒன்லி ஆன் ஃபார் த ரெக்கார்ட்ஸ். வி டோன்ட் வாண்ட் தட். புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க, அந்த குழந்தைய புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. ட்ரை டு பி வெரி ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி, நாட் ஃபார் த ஃபேவர்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் த சைல்ட். Understanding that the child has got a rich parent, நமக்கு ஃபேவர்ஸ் கிடைக்கல இல்லை. அந்த குழந்தைய நீங்கள் வந்து தயவுசெய்து புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. ட்ரை டு ஹெல்ப். நம்மளால எப்படி உதவி செய்ய முடியும், எப்படி பண்ண முடியும்? That you have to do, my dear teachers. This is your success. Bye. Nisar said, my association with the children is fantastic. Yes, it is fantastic. And every time they write something to me, I share it with my daughter. Definitely, Nisar would have seen it, she would have shown it to her hubby. And that is how he came and told all those things. So we are also trying to, like how you people, you know, like you're going to have your annual day programs and how you're trying to develop your programs, your school, everything. So that he will be having that in his planning aspect. So we are also trying to do that. We are trying to promote the school. I'm sending that short clip to one of my old students, and then the child is writing. Look at the language. Can I read that for you?
Yes.
So after I sent that promo video to her, she's telling, that's dope. Dope. When you hear the music, you lose. That's when we say music haram for us in Islam. You do not lose your sense. So she's telling, yes, I really miss Peace Academy and you teachers who chose to teach us day after day, fighting against all odds. Just so we could learn and grow. I deeply appreciate your priceless efforts. I am truly blessed to have had the opportunity to do my schooling at Peace for 6 years. I met amazing people throughout the years, and I have learned so much. S followed by 2 O's, so much, and developed spiritually. Wish I could have continued in peace, but I can't have peace forever, right? But the heart wants what it wants. I still want to come back, especially after the school shifted. It's just even more tempting. After that, she's trying to write. You, capital Y-O-U, she's writing. Being my business master, they used to call the male staff as masters, the lady staff as teachers. So you being my business master and introducing me to the field of business in such a unique manner has brought a real interest in me to do business. Seriously, can't wait to take my next step towards it. Then within brackets she writes, I keep my goals private, but I decided to give you a hint, and she closes the bracket. No words will be enough to thank you for the great impact you have brought in me. May Allah bless you and the amazing team with the best things in life and the hereafter. Amen. Love and miss you all more than you will ever know. For grade 10 student with a language they are responsible. No, the teachers. Teachers, number are responsible. Teach them. See, only if you have the parameters. Excel in that field. Get the appreciation from the children. Not that the child, after they leave, they forget about you and all those things. Excel funding. Try to do it. Okay? I had to reply her back. You see this out, I said, my dear little child, I just don't have the right words to express my gratitude for believing in us no matter what background noise rattles. We are going to continue our mission only to please Allah Azza wa Jal and uplift the Ummah. We need a lot of dua from you people. This noble work shall continue until the physical body says, hey, I can't anymore. You know why I wrote that? Hey, I can't. The physical body says, hey, I can't anymore. You know why I wrote that? I'm 63. So you will ask me a question. Boss, you're not retiring? 60, government says you should retire at 60, no? My school is not allowing me to retire. Your CEO will not allow you to retire even when you cross 60 if you're really very good. When only the best is really good enough. If you're really good enough only, you can be termed as the best. You understand? When only the best is really good enough. At 63, my chairman is not allowing me to retire. My wife is telling, leave that. My daughter is telling, do a touring. Come to Pondicherry. Of course, my son-in-law also says, come to Pondicherry. Chennai, my son is there. I belong to Salem, like a triangle, let it be like this. Here. Until my physical body says, not because to get the salary, the highest kind of the salary. Don't ask my salary, I will not tell you. Because they say, don't ask the woman of the age and don't ask the man of the salary. Okay, please. I will not tell you. Okay? But I command a very high salary. Farah is telling me, no, I can't give you a job here, I can't afford to pay you. But maybe when that day comes, inshallah. But that day I will not charge anything, inshallah. Because our school, my son-in-law's school, mashallah. Whatever I want to do for him, I will do everything for him, inshallah. Okay? So, in the marriage, now, a lighter moment. What's the difference between complete and finished? Who's the English teacher? Yes, ma'am. What's your good name? Sit.
Tasleem.
Okay. Can you tell me what's the difference between complete and finished? Make mistakes. Don't worry. I'm not expert. What is this? This man is asking me a question. Don't worry. Anyone? The floor?
Complete means make sure the children complete everything about the subject, the topic.
The child has finished the subject. The child has finished it completely. उर्दू बोलते ही तुम्हें बोलो तुम्हें उर्दू तमिल में बोलो बोलो बैठो कंप्लीट का भी फिनिश का मतलब मालूम आपको आज टॉपिक कंप्लीट कर दिया गया आप बोलते हैं ना आपके प्रिंसिपल के पास या निसार भाई से फिनिश का मतलब क्या कंप्लीट का मतलब क्या
Complete means the purpose, what is the subject is not complete the field. Finish means just we finish the syllabus.
just we finish the syllabus
Finish the lesson.
complete says that I have finished the syllabus
Complete means fully what is the purpose of the lesson have to reach to the children.
how it has reached it. Shall I put it in a lighter way? Shall I put it in a very lighter way? If you marry, if a man marries a good woman, his life is complete. If a man marries a bad woman, his life is finished. And the good woman catches the man with the wrong woman, his life is completely finished.
Yes, sir.
Will you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Then also, I am not taking the pride. You know our pride as Chief Minister, Anna Durai, Anna of Tamil Nadu, his statement, not my statement. ஒற்றுமையா இருந்தா நம்ம எல்லாமே முடியும். We have to do as a team work. இல்லையா? டீச்சர் உங்க பேர் என்ன? இது செய்து பாருங்க. பரவாயில்ல, நம்ம செய்யும். இப்போ பாருங்க. என்ன வருது? நான் சொல்லுங்க. நாம் சொல்லுங்க. நாம்ங்கிறப்ப என்ன ஆகுது? இது நான் சொல்லுங்க. கலைஞர். அப்புறம் இன்னொரு கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இருக்கணுங்க. நமக்கு தெரியல கூட ஒரு பாலைய கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் போட்டுக்கணும். அப்படியே காமராஜ் வந்து போற ரஷ்யா போயிட்டு மிஸ்டர் காமராஜ் ஆர் யூ ரெடி அப்படிங்கிறார். காமராஜ் என்ன நினைச்சுக்கிட்டாரா அந்த நாடார் ரெடி இதெல்லாம் ஐ எம் நாட் ரெடி ஐ எம் நாடார் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ். This is the confidence. Okay? Okay. Now, shall we go to the topic? I know the time. I'm going to finish it in time. Just don't worry about it. Okay. We have gone through the 3 generations. Your parents are alive, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell me, like, what did they want you to do, all those things? Just don't give me your personal things, no? Just outline.
They want me
Like
to,
how you became a vice principal here, working here.
they want me to be an engineer.
They wanted you to be an
Become an
engineer.
yes. Unfortunately, because of the situation of the family and by
It's because of the situation of the family.
a single person earning.
Or
My
a single
father.
person earning, that was your dad who was earning.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I
The
was-
money was not enough,
Enough.
so they could not do it.
We 4 sisters and 1 brother.
Probably if he had educated you and if you had become an engineer, you would have been more happy because you would have
like
felt that
Not
that
like
was a job security for you.
Not like that.
Then,
I am more happy in this job.
no, it's not you. I'm coming to you later. For your parents, it was a job security.
Yes.
They wanted you to become an engineer
Yes.
because engineer earns a lot of money and my child is well placed.
Because my father is an engineer.
He was an engineer, so he wanted a job security. Because of the situations and because of that, after that, you took teaching as a profession, and then, and what you used to teach some subjects,
Yes.
and what are the subjects?
Science.
Sciences. Okay. If you're doing that, You're happy teaching?
Yes.
Have you got the satisfaction of
Yes,
teaching?
yes.
Like how do you say that I'm satisfied teaching my children?
How I am saying that?
I mean, like, how do you feel satisfied that your children have understood? Now, what makes you feel that you're satisfied?
The students.
Yes, the students. So you feel that the students have understood whatever
Yes.
you have taught them.
Yes. Yes.
And when they have understood that, you got the job satisfaction.
Yes.
First was,
Yes.
what is the job guarantee? They wanted. Who wanted the job satisfaction? I wanted a job satisfaction. A businessman transformed into a teacher. Right? I changed. I got the job satisfaction. The same thing with my son-in-law. He was working with Dell. You know his background? He was working with the Dell company and everything. By chance, he had to come back. Mashallah, a lot of jihad he had to do, and then he took over, and then mashallah, he's built up the school and everything. And today, definitely, he'll be getting the job satisfaction, and he'll get the job satisfaction the day the school goes to the top. But the condition of our children today is to learn and grow. They want to learn in order to grow themselves. I need to grow. When they grow, automatically the corporate also grows. Situation மாறிட்டே போகுதுங்க. இப்போ ஜாப் செக்யூரிட்டி தேவைப்பட்டது, உங்களுக்கு ஜாப் எனக்கு உங்களுக்கு நம்ம இதுக்கெல்லாம் ஜாப் சாட்டிஸ்ஃபேக்ஷன். யூ வில் லேர்ன் அண்ட் க்ரோ. அப்போ இந்த கார்பரேட்ஸ் என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா, அவன் லேர்ன் பண்ணி க்ரோ பண்ணா அப்படின்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி என்னுடைய கம்பெனி க்ரோ ஆகும் அப்படின்னா இந்த 3 லெவல்ஸ் இருக்கு. நமக்கு இந்த 3 லெவல்ஸ் இருக்கு. ஓகே. What is the difference between a well-wisher and a well-informed person? Well-wisher and a well-informed person. What is the difference? Ma'am, can you tell me? What's your good name? Here? Yes, Kapagam, ma'am. Like, what's the difference between a well-wisher and a well-informed person?
Well-wisher is who's hoping for something to come out well. Who's hoping that they expect us to shine.
Okay. What about a well-informed person?
Informed person.
Teaching.
Yes.
Not necessarily teaching. Yes, teaching is part of it. Yes. I'll put it in a very simple way. You people used to watch cricket. You know Dhoni was a great leader, finest cricketer India has produced. Have you seen one of his fans? The entire body will be yellow in color, it will be written Dhoni.
Yes.
What is he? Well-wisher of Dhoni. Ardent fan, die-hard fan of him. But Dhoni's coach, teaching him the techniques, very informed. What happened when you take the advice from the well-informed person? You excel, and when you excel, you have the well-wishers. You understand? So, number role in that. Never ever be egoistic. Never ever be egoistic. If you excel in yourself, like what is given to you, whatever other person is doing, just don't worry about it. You are an expert in your field. She is an expert or he is an expert in her or his field. Just don't worry. He or she is going to overtake you, just don't worry. Just keep you doing your good work, noble work. You're going to do very well. Okay. What is the difference between skills, talent, and knowledge? skills, talent and knowledge. Ma'am in the back, you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, what's your good name? And you teach what, ma'am? Tamil. Okay, Tamil சொல்லுங்க ma'am. ஸ்கில்லுக்கு நாலேஜுக்கும் டேலண்ட்டுக்கு என்ன வித்தியாசம் சொல்லுங்க. தமிழ்ல சொல்லுங்க, ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. ஸ்கில்லுங்கிறது திறமையை வெளிக்காட்டுது. I mean, how can you make a student show his skill? You have to play a role there, right? Child வர எல்கேஜிக்கு வர சில்ட்ரன் வரும்போது இவங்கெல்லாம் வந்துட்டு நீங்கள் எந்த கிளாஸ் சொல்லி தரீங்க? 6th to 10th நீங்கள் சொன்னீங்க. ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஹையர் செகண்டரி குரூப் 2 ஸ்டேஜ் வந்து முடிச்சுட்டு வராங்க. இப்போ வந்து அவங்க they know how to learn, write and everything. அந்த குழந்தைகிட்ட ஒரு திறமை இருக்கு அப்படின்னு அந்த திறமையை நீங்கள் எப்படி வெளியே கொண்டு வருவீங்க?
டேலண்ட்
அவனுடைய டேலண்ட் இருக்கிறதுனால அந்த திறமை இருக்குங்கிறீங்க.
அப்சர்வ் பண்ணிட்டு
நீங்க அப்சர்வ் பண்ணுவீங்க. அது நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்? Is it not
knowledge improve
பண்ணணும்? Is it not our duty? நம்ம duty தானே அது. So you need to find out that. அவங்ககிட்ட என்ன ஸ்கில் இருக்கு, என்ன நாலேஜ், என்ன டேலண்ட் இருக்கு, என்ன நாலேஜ். நாலேஜ் வந்து ரெண்டா நம்ம பிரிக்கிறோம். Factual knowledge, experimental knowledge. Factual knowledge na enna?
theoretical
Sorry?
theoretical studies we do.
No, that which is a fact, it's a fact. The sun rises in the east. Factual knowledge. Correct? Factual knowledge. Experimental knowledge க்கு என்னன்னா என்ன பெரிய மால் இருக்கு வச்சிருக்கீங்க? என்ன மால் இருக்கீங்க? ரிலையன்ஸ் மால் இருக்கா இங்க? மால் இல்லையா? அப்போ அந்த முன்னாடி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா POS இருக்கும், பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் where you sales, where you pay your money and all. அந்த இடத்துல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சைடில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரேக்ல என்ன சாக்லேட்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஃபுல்லாக வச்சிருப்பாங்க. எதுக்கு இங்கே வைக்கிறாங்க? எதுக்கு உஸ்தாத் வைக்கிறாங்க? ஏன் பர்ச்சேஸ் உள்ளார எல்லாமே என்ன அட்ராக்ஷன்? ஏன் அந்த இடத்துல அட்ராக்ஷன்?
வெயிட் பண்ணுவாங்க, இதுல வெயிட் பண்ணுவாங்க.
யார் வெயிட் பண்றாங்க?
Parents are waiting for
கேஷ் கட்டுறதுக்கு வெயிட் பண்ணுவாங்க. அந்த டைம்ல கூட அந்த பசங்க எல்லாம் பார்த்து வாங்கணும்.
இல்ல நீங்க பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணிட்டு அந்த இதுல கொண்டு வருவீங்க. அந்த இடத்துல சாக்லேட்டை மறந்துட்டு ஏய் சாக்லேட் கரெக்டா? நான் கொஞ்சம் அதிகமாக பிஸ்னஸ் தான் பேசுவேன், பிஸ்னஸ் டீச்சர். ஓகே, இது எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட். ஸோ அவன் என்ன பண்ணுறான்? அந்த இடத்துல கொண்டாந்து அந்த இடத்துல வைக்கிறான். அவன் அப்சர்வ் பண்ணுறான். ஒரு இடத்துல ஒரு கார்னரில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கம்பெனிகள் வந்து அப்சர்வ் பண்ணுவான். நீங்கள் வாட் இஸ் யோர் பிஹேவியர், கன்சூமர் பிஹேவியர் எப்படி அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து அவன் அப்சர்வ் பண்ணுவாங்க. பண்ணிட்டு இது வந்து நல்லா போகுதுன்னா அந்த இடத்துல பண்ண முடியும். At the end of the day, he wants that consumer to be happy and satisfied. Yeah. So you need to know the difference between the skill, talent, and knowledge. Okay. What is the difference between a creative person and a well-organized person? Creative person and a well-organized person.
Creative person, innovation.
Innovation. And what is a well-organized person? ஒரு ஊருக்கு போகிறோம், ஒரு 1 week முன்னாடியே ஒரு பிளான் பண்ணுறோம், இப்படி பண்ணுறோம், இப்படி பண்ணுறோம். Well-organized. There are certain people who they don't plan. Last minuteல வந்துட்டு டக்கு எடுத்து வச்சுட்டு பட் அவன் வந்து ரொம்ப கிரியேட்டிவா இருப்பான் பர்சன்.
They enjoy the life.
அவனுக்கு டைம் இல்லை. There's no time at all. Okay, so you have to know difference between these two. Okay? Okay. Now, let's come. I'll finish in half an hour's time. Yes. We have the objectives. What is an objective? It's an aim we are working towards. There is an objective from the management side. There is an objective from your side. The objective for him is that I want this school to be one of the finest schools here, for which he is striving and struggling. He told in the beginning, anything that is good for the school, I'm for it. What should be your objective? Your objective is that I am going to cooperate with him by doing my job perfectly. There are some people who come and who do their job because of the difficulty. வீட்டில் பிரச்சனை, இன்கம் இல்லை, நம்ம போற ஸ்கூலுக்கு ஏதோ கிடைக்குது, ஏதோ கடமைக்கு வேலை செய்யறோம். நான் யாரையும் உங்களுக்கு சொல்லல, ஜெனரலா நான் பேசுறேன். வேலை முடிஞ்சது, அந்த தம் இம்ப்ரெஷன், அந்த இது பயோமெட்ரிக் போட்டுட்டு போயிட்டே இருப்பான். இது அவனுக்கு பணம் தேவைப்படுது, அதுக்காக வந்துட்டு ஒர்க் பண்றாங்க. இல்லை, நம்ம அந்த மாதிரி செய்ய முடியாதுங்க. அவர் grow another, நீங்களும் grow ஆவீங்க. It's like a profit sharing, you know. Where he is going to give you an increment, he is going to give you everything, only the school develop. He says he's got a planning that next, so I have about 580 students and I can accommodate up to 800 students if this campus can accommodate. So he's going to plan for the next 200 people. If the next 200 people join பண்ணனும்னா, it is only because of you. What is so good about Ar-Rahmaan Higher Secondary School that the child should wants to join here? You can go to any other school, any other rich school. What is your duty? You should excel in your work. Allah will suitably reward you. கடவுள் கண்டிப்பா ரிவார்ட் பண்ணுவார். Allah will do so. You do your job. Make mistakes. Practice makes you perfect. Experiment makes you expert. தப்பு பண்ணுங்க. பிரச்சனை. Learn. என்ன, நான் ஒரு 10 வருஷமா இங்க ஒர்க் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன், நீ 2 வருஷமா எனக்கு நீ சொல்லி தெரியா? வேண்டாம், அந்த ஈகோ வேண்டாங்க. Because that person might be a well informed person and he sees that you are struggling. He wants to help you. அந்த ஆங்கிள் அவன் பார்க்கறான். Or the teacher is looking at you like that, she's it. Take it in the right spirit. So if you plan it this way, the planning happens. Organized. You know, we have what we call induction training. The thing is, this is the campus, this is how we work, this is this thing, these are our systems and all those things. So when a new colleague is going to come and join, right, guide them, be friendly with them, be a part of them. And if you have various departments, you have to be very friendly with each department. Not that every time there is always a feeling, science department is better than the humanities arts department. The BSc, MSc படிச்சவங்க என்ன நினைப்பாங்க, BA, MA எல்லாம் இது ஒண்ணும் இல்ல அப்படின்னு நினைப்பாங்க. இல்ல, அப்படியெல்லாம் ஒண்ணும் கிடையாது. அப்படியெல்லாம் ஒண்ணும் கிடையாது. You're saying at some point we are together. At some point. Try to organize it in that way. Okay? Coordinate பண்ணுங்க. How to coordinate? What is coordination? You have different departments, isn't it? See that the work gets perfectly all right. End of the day, it is our mission and our vision that the work that has been allotted to us, it has to be done perfectly. And if you do the work perfectly, they're not going to question you. I being the senior teacher there, only this morning I'm sending a message to my principal, who is my great fan. She's telling, I sent today, I'm conducting. Farah wrote it's a teacher training program. There's no training at all. I wanted to meet you informally. There's nothing of that sort. I wanted to have an informal talk so that, I wanted to share my feeling. This is what I sent it back. Inshallah, brother, when are you going to do this for our school? She's asking me. But I'm going to keep on. நம்ம ஸ்கூல் இத்தனை நாள் நடந்தது இங்கே பண்ணல, நீங்கள் போய் உங்கள் பொண்ணு ஸ்கூல்னா ஒன்று பண்ணிட்டு வந்துட்டீங்க. She knows it belongs to my son-in-law. அப்படி கிடையாது, அப்படிலாம் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. Wherever whoever gives me an opportunity, when they feel that this person can do it, yes, we will do it. ஓகேவா? ஸோ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும்னா அந்த பிளானிங் அண்ட் ஆர்கனைசிங்க்கும் நம்ம வந்து அந்த கோஆர்டினேட் பண்ணணும். ஈச் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் ஒர்க் ஹேண்ட் இன் ஹேண்ட் டுகெதர். Since I told you I'm from a business field, I will talk about ஒரு ஃபேக்டரி இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. அங்கே ஃபேக்டரின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பர்ச்சேஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் இருக்கும், ரா மெட்டீரியல்ஸ் வாங்குறதுக்கு. ஆப்ரேஷன்ஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் இருக்கும். ஆப்ரேஷன்ஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் என்ன மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட். டீச்சர் ஆப்ரேஷன்ஸ்னா அந்த ஆப்ரேஷன் இல்லை, கத்திக்கு மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் அப்போ எடுத்துச்சு. Operations department. Then you have the sales and the marketing department. You have the logistics department teacher. Marketing department person வந்து நீங்க செய்ய ப்ராடக்ட்டை வந்து பியூட்டிஃபுல் ஒரு ஆர்டர் வாங்கிட்டு வந்துட்டான். அப்ப அந்த ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து செய்யணும். Who has to do? The operation department has to do. So he is telling that in 20 days time I need to do the supply. For 15 days ஆயிடுச்சு, production is start ஆகல. He is annoyed. He is going to the operations department and he is talking to the operations manager. Boss, we have taken the order in 5 days time, it has to go, and the logistics department is telling 2 days before it has to adjust. If you have to supply 15th day, 13th day the stock has to be with me, then only I will be able to do on the 15th day. Operations management வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும், கோஆர்டினேஷன் இந்த இடத்துல இருக்கணும். ஆக்சுவலாக ஏன் நடக்கல ப்ரொடக்ஷன் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன் கொடுக்கணும். அதை விட்டு if there is no coordination, நீ ஆர்டரை கொடுத்துட்டல்ல, உன் வேலையை பார்த்துட்டது, அது ப்ரொடக்ஷன் பண்ணோமா பண்ணாம இருக்குது எங்களுக்கு தெரியும். Is there any coordination? So you must come and tell me what is the reason, tell you what is the reason why the production did not happen. It's because we did not receive the raw materials. So you run to the raw materials, the purchase department. The purchase department is telling, boss, we got the supply from the supplier. We used to buy our goods on credit, pay after 15 days time. Now it's telling no. You pay us the cash because the raw material is in great demand, so we need to give the cash. So you would have put the finance department, no. So yes, we did tell. So you run to the finance department. Boss, yes, correct. The thing is now, this is unfortunate that this company, we have told the directors, and the directors at that particular moment they didn't have, they're trying to arrange for a bank loan or an external source of finance. They will try to understand and they try to give an explanation there. So abnormal reason it is getting delayed and we are பண்ணி அதை பண்ணுவோம். நமக்குள்ளார ஈகோ வந்துட்டு உன் வேலை ஆர்டர் எடுக்கிற வேலை தானே, நீ வந்து இது வந்து உன் வேலையை பார்த்துட்டு அப்படின்னா coordination. And you need to have a total command over your student. Doesn't mean you need to be an autocratic leader. Autocratic leader யாருங்க? எங்க ஸ்டேட்ல இருந்தாங்க, ஜெயலலிதா இருந்தாங்க. டிக்டேட்டர் ஹிட்லர்னா இன்னும் பெட்டரா புரியும். நான் நினைக்கிறேன் கண்டிப்பா நிஷாந்த் சொல்லியிருப்பேன், நான் இன்னைக்கு வந்திருக்க ஒரு 2 மணி நேரம் கிளாஸ் இருக்குன்னு நல்லபடியாக சொல்லியிருப்பாங்க. Tomorrow you come. கண்டிப்பா சொல்லியிருக்க மாட்டேன். You wouldn't have been a dictator, right? Then Farah sent you the reason that there is some program and you're going to benefit and all those things. And he even started telling that I know today it's a very important day and all those things. He only a democratic leader kind of a leader, where you have two-way communication, can do really very well. And at the same time, there's another leadership called laser spare. Allow them to do. Farah is telling the vice principal, you take care of these activities. I don't know By Saturday it has to be complete. By Friday it has to be complete. Friday night I have to send the report to Nisa. But she gives you the autonomy to do the work, complete the work. It's called laissez-faire. Need not be autocratic. Students எப்போ நம்ம ஸ்ட்ரிக்டா இருக்கணும் கண்டிப்பா இருங்க. கண்டிப்பா இருங்க. சேம் டைம் வேலை வாங்க. நான் சொல்ற சஜஷன் இப்போ என்கிட்ட இந்த யூனிட் டெஸ்ட் எழுதுறோம். I said, guys, we need to conduct a unit test. Hey, master, what is this? Pongal holidays, master. Okay, Wednesday we'll have, no, Tuesday we're to school, we'll have the test on Wednesday. Master, after 4 days holidays, master, we are so tired. First day you're coming and giving us the test. Okay, ma, you tell me. Friday we'll have? Yes, master. Democratic. Portion கொடுத்தாச்சு. I gave you the opportunity, everything. I gave you the portion. Tomorrow, if I don't see you performing the test really very well, I tell you what, I'm not going to give you any more concessions. Laissez-faire. Apply பண்ணியாச்சு. Communicating. What do you mean by communicating? சார் சொல்லுங்க. ஸ்மார்ட்டா இருக்கீங்க. நைஸ் துர்கி கேப். Alhamdulillah. What subject you chose, sir? Arabic, mashallah. I have talked to your chairman. We have an Arabic department, Hifz department, headed by Khari Yasin, who used to be very close to Dr. Zakir Naik. Now he is with us. I told, can I send Khari Yasin to your school so that you can talk and we can talk to your department so that you know for the welfare of your school. He said, he told me in one plain words, he said, anything that is good for the school, you do it, mashallah. Anything that is very good for our school, do it. The chairman எனக்கு permission கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. நான் இன்னைக்கு வந்து அவர் வந்து ஒரு வீடியோ டாக் லைவ் டாக் கொடுக்க போறேன் லஞ்சுக்கு போன பிறகு. ஓகே, நான் என்ன லஞ்ச் சாப்பிடுறேன்னு சொல்ல மாட்டேன், எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு. Okay, so what was I asking you? உங்க கேள்வி கேட்டது என்ன? Communication தான். Proper communication இருக்கணும். I am not asking you to speak the best kind of an English. Simple பேசுங்க. நீட்டா பேசுங்க. Grammatical error இல்ல. அந்த குழந்தை உங்களை பார்த்துட்டான்னு வைங்க, நீங்க பண்ற தப்பு கடைசி வரைக்கும் சொல்லி காமிப்போம். Unfortunately, I mean, nobody, is there any Malayali here? We don't have any Malayalis. No, I'm not offending them. We have taken up them excellent in the subject, but unfortunately the language is not, that Malayali accent is there. That Malayali accent is there. But the குழந்தை வந்து அது பிடிச்சிருவோம். Beautiful subject teacher, brilliant teacher, nice results, everything. Liquid சொல்ல மாட்டாங்க, liquid அப்படிங்க. Liquid. புரியுதுங்களா? I don't have the hurt அப்படிங்க. Because you don't have the heart, it's hurting me. யார் சொல்றது? நான் சொல்லல மேடம், பையன் சொல்றான். He has observed you. நம்ம பண்ற தப்பு அந்த குழந்தைக்கு, அந்த குழந்தைக்கு தெரியாதுங்க. குழந்தை பருவம் அது தெரியாது. அவன் வந்து உங்களுக்கு கிண்டல் பண்றாங்கிறது உங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. நீங்களும் அப்படியே போயிட்டே இருப்பீங்க. நீங்க பேசுவீங்க, அடுத்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டை பார்த்து கண்ணாடி பாபார் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி காட்டுங்க. Today there is no office, no. Shall we have coffee? அப்படிமா தப்பு. இங்க அது வேலைக்காகாது. தமிழ்நாட்டில் புதுச்சேரியில் வேலைக்காகாது. These children, you know, they observe the teachers. முதல் நீங்க பண்ற தப்பு தான் அவன் கண்டுபிடிப்பான். முதல்ல அதை தான் கையை வைப்பான். இங்க தான் பிரச்சனை வரும். அவன் பிடிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி நீங்க அவனை பிடிச்சிருக்க. Do that. அப்புறம் பாருங்க end results எப்படி இருக்கு நீங்க பாருங்க. It will work wonders for you. It will work wonders for you. You make him your die-hard fan. உங்க ஃபேனை பார்த்திருங்க. என் கூட ஆல்டிஸ்ல வேலை செய்யும்போது முராத் யூனஸ் கான்ட்டு மேத் டீச்சர் பாகிஸ்தானி டீச்சர் இப்போ வந்து மஸ்கட்ல யூனிவர்சிட்டியில் ஒர்க் பண்றாரு. யங்ஸ்டர் ஹேண்ட்ஸம் ஃபெலோ. ஐம் an old man. அப்போ நான் வேலை செய்யும்போது 43-44 இயர்ஸ் இருக்கும். இப்போ இங்கே வந்து 13 வருஷம் ஆயிடுச்சு. I used to go to teach that A level now grade 12, AS na grade 11. பிள்ளைங்கெல்லாம் என் பின்னாடி வரும். நிசார் சொன்ன மாதிரி எனக்கு தெரியாது. It's God's gift for me. My subject knowledge, the way of approach and all those things, it put me. Used to come to Fazal, bhai, how is this possible, man? That you have bigger fan following? எனக்கு தெரியாது. It's how you behave with your children. Do not discriminate any child. அவனுடைய wealth வச்சு அவனுடைய family background வச்சு discriminate பண்ணாதீங்க. தயவு செய்து பண்ணாதீங்க. அவன் பண்ணுவான். அவன் சின்ன அவனோட பணக்காரன் அவன் திமுறக்காரன் பட் நம்ம வந்து அவனை எப்படி வந்து லைனுக்கு கொண்டு வாங்க. அவன் வெள்ளையா இருக்கிறான் பையன் அப்படின்னா நீங்க கையை எப்படி திருப்பிக்கிற இது பாருங்க நான் உன்னோட வெள்ளையா இருக்கேன் அப்படின்னு. Please do not discriminate the children. Try to be very friendly with them. You know you're going to have the troublemaker in the class. But the art is that how you make the troublemaker to be in your hand. Other panna, you will be able. Once you do that, I tell you what, you're going to be very successful. Yes. And finally, let our objectives be smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timed. You have a specific goal, and what's your subject to teach? Science. And science, general science you teach?
Yes.
You should have some specific goals, like what my children should. Okay. Then smart. Can I measure the success of my child? Yes, you can, based upon the performance. Is it possible for my child to attain that? Yes. And what I have done towards it. Is it real? Look at Dubai. 1984 ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. இன்னைக்கு என்ன? One of the world's trading centers இங்க ஆயிடுச்சு, tourism center ஆயிடுச்சு, எல்லாம் ஆயிடுச்சு, ஃபுல்லா ஆயிடுச்சு. Oil வச்சு மட்டும் அவன் பண்ணல because they know that the oil is not going to last for a longer time. But he transformed. Whether it is haram, halal, let's not analyze those factors. Today, anybody who is willing to, wants to go to Dubai, brought in Dubai, transform panna. So, the transform பண்றதுக்கு என்ன time ஆகும்? So, when you want your student to be transformed as a good student, what is the time I'm going to take? Measurable இருக்கும். அந்த டைம் வந்து மெஷர் பண்ணணும். நான் பெரிய ஆள் ஆயிடுவேன். எப்போ நீ பெரிய ஆள் ஆவ? நான் ஆயிடுவேன். இல்ல டைம் கூட இல்ல நான் ஆயிடுவேன். முடியாது. It needs a time bomb. Till what time? I am sure for sure this institution is not going to remain like this. It's going to grow better and better. Today you are there. It will be changed in the set of other teachers. Other teachers. Of course, Nisa's successors will be there running the show and all those things. But it should not remain the way it was started. I know it was started on a small basis. How it was a sinking school. How these two people came in. They put in a lot of effort. And how it is growing. And you believed in these people. You stayed with these people to this extent you have come, and he's not happy in the sense that he wants the school to grow. Nothing is possible unless we do it together. Nothing is possible. Okay? You people want to ask some questions? I'll give you exactly 10 minutes. I promised Nisa I want to finish by 12 o'clock. 10 minutes we can have a session. Any question you need to ask, please ask. with whatever I have told you, I'm happy that you didn't have anything to write down. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I want to know what's your way of approach if a student is showing their attitude towards us.
Attitude towards us. Like, is it a clever student or
Outstanding student.
outstanding student? What is his background? Family background.
Family background.
Have you tried to analyze that?
Yes, they are well settled.
Like, how? What is the setup?
Yeah, they are well settled. They have
No, financially well settled. No, I don't want that.
Having all the facilities, strict parents.
How is the relationship with? How the parents? They are happy parents.
Yeah, of course. Happy parents giving whatever needed. Not at all the wish, the things. Whatever the student is need, the child is need, they are providing everything. But still the student is not having any fear. They are very confident. They are very confident and they are showing the attitude that I'm right.
Attitude that what?
The student is always right.
That he is right.
Yes, sir.
So put him in the tight corner. Put him in the tight corner. Like how I will say, what's the difference between complete and finish? It's only for the ache of putting you in the place where you want to be in the trouble mode. Try to find out if he's trying to do that.
So when we point the mistake on us, they are pointing the mistake on the teacher.
On the teacher. So you're unable to solve your problem.
So of course I know how to handle that, but still.
He is not happy.
Yeah, we are facing the same. We are not able to change them.
So
Understand the
you call the parents. Or first you try to go to your head. Do you have a head to which department do you belong?
Computer science.
Computer science. Do you have a head for the computer science?
She's
You are the head. Then talk to your vice principal. If she cannot, go to the principal. And then if she is unable to do that, call the parents and find out why is this attitude. If this attitude is there, it is going to reflect upon the other students. It is going to reflect upon the other students. I am sure it is going to happen. I know we have faced very big problems like this. They have the attitude. We always try to find out what is the thing. When we use most of the time, this attitude comes from the rich parents.
Is only from that background, sir, or if they are well versed in their subject, they got that attitude.
So the reason is Thalagana. I know better. What is it?
That I'm asking, sir.
That you have to break. That you have to break. Put him a very difficult question. Within the framework, see, ask him to do it. And then, நான் என்ன பண்ணுவேன் தெரியுமா, அந்த மாதிரி என்கிட்ட இருக்கிறாங்க. என்ன பண்ணுவேன்னா, when I'm explaining, he will come and disturb me. I said, this one, the boy's name is Unesh. I said, Unesh, please come. You sit in my place, I'll go and sit in your place. You do. No much. அப்படியே மாம் போயிடுவோம், அப்படியே முடிஞ்சு போயிடும். இல்லை நான் மேம் கிட்ட சொல்லிட்டேன், ஃபரா மேம் கிட்ட சொல்லிட்டேன், இனிமேல் நீ தான் எங்கள் டீச்சர். நான் ஆடி போயிடுவோம். பாருங்க அந்த மாதிரி
அதுதான் சார். இப்போ அவங்க ஆட்டிடியூட் காட்டும்போது நாமளும் ஆட்டிடியூட் காட்டணும்னா அவங்க எப்போ
காமிக்காது. நீ ஆட்டிடியூட் காமிக்காது.
அது அவங்க எப்போ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிப்பாங்க நம்ம ஆட்டிடியூட் காட்டுறது.
இந்த மாதிரி ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. I tried this method, it worked out for me. You try like that. பண்ணுங்க. Then முடியல அப்படின்னா அடுத்த மேம்க்கு போங்க.
I also tried it by
And it's still not working.
It's working. Finally
It worked.
Yes, it
For
worked.
some people it works, of course. I face that, but someone
Learn from her.
repeating.
If you weren't able to, I mean, there's nothing wrong. You weren't able to handle. She handled it. She solved the problem. Learn the technique from her.
4 years
Another
back.
thing.
4 years back in 8th standard.
Mhm.
I solved the problem like this.
Good. That's very good. அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணுங்க. ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. Don't panic. Don't take it to the management till it is out of your hands. Where and Farah and Nisar had to handle this situation. அந்த மாதிரி முடியாது அப்படிங்கிற டைம்ல SOS கொடுங்க. அது வரைக்கும் நீங்களே சால்வ் பண்ணுங்க இந்த பிரச்சனை. These people have lots of work to do. I know. Lot of things to solve. Back home they sit and work. I saw him working yesterday also. நீங்களே ட்ரை பண்ணி சால்வ் பண்ணுங்க. It will happen. We will get this kind of children, ma. Kandipa we will get these kind of children. And there might be some reasons behind. Kandipa பின்னாடி வந்து family backgroundல ஏதோ இருக்குது. It's not the richness that counts. Something wrong there. He has inherited the quality of the parents. And find out பண்ணுங்க. And it is the solution. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Gonna go home? Yes, bro. Anyone else? Math master, anything you want to ask? 2 plus 2 will be 5 for me, not 4. Why? It's not wrong for me. It's correct.
It is your point of view.
I'm not talking. I'm not my point of view. See,
We added 1 to that 4.
yeah. What I wanted to add that 1 to the 4 is that the kind of satisfaction
Yes.
you are on a business point of view, right? You buy one particular product, it gives double the satisfaction. It's called synergy. Right? So you're just trying to a little bit of math, I know. Okay, but I'm not an expert like you. Mashallah, you people are great people. Anyone got a question to ask? I got 1 minute left before I wind up and I give it to the management to talk. I want Farah ma'am to talk. Nisar talk. I want Farah ma'am to talk. She's sitting behind and hiding. Yeah, please. You have to come. Farah, you wait 1 minute. You come here and sit next to me. 1 minute. I want Nisar also to come. Alhamdulillah. Any other question you need to ask? You can ask. Farah, please come. Nisar, you please come, bro.
Coming in the temple. Someone tell me, are we visible? Okay. Now,
Brother, can you help us to put 2 chairs for this management, please? Someone else, 2 chairs for this management, please. One more chair, please. Last 10 minutes, we'll finish off, inshallah. If today Farah is standing in front of you, I gave only the basic education. Whatever she is trying to do today, if you guys are so happy about all the things, the entire credit goes to Nisa. He is only responsible. He wanted her to stand on her legs. It was he who did all these things. A quality of an entrepreneur. Quality of an entrepreneur today. Okay? With this, I conclude. I will give it to your principal. I want to hear her. You people have heard her talking. I never heard her talk addressing you. I wanted to see it, all those things. Right? Okay? Alhamdulillah. I'm sure she'll do very well. Alhamdulillah. I wanted my son to come. I don't know. He's very busy with Abdu and all those people.
No, I just speak without the
You're comfortable without the mic. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Morning. So I'm already speaking with the teachers, so there is nothing specific that I have to address today. But still, I would like to know how did the session go?
It's very nice.
Was it useful to you in any way? Was there something? Was it useful for us to be with our children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So with that positivity, I would like teachers to tell me something.
Yes.
Because I know our teachers usually don't speak.
Please
But
open
still,
up.
something. What is the positivity we are going to take from this session for the students? Just one thing.
Ma'am, you start talking. You. Yeah.
We usually in class, half of the students are very well in academics, but the remaining students are a little bit dull. So we should concentrate not only the best students to do activities for the rest of the students.
She took the lesson from me. I said a good student is going to study very well, for sure. Our talent is exposed only when you see that the dull student. So I wanted to tell you, please never tell it's a dull boy or a dull girl, weak boy. Please don't use that word. You use the word instead from today. You use the word fast learner, slow learner. Quick learner, slow learner. Dull boy ne sollave solladinga. அது 4 பசங்களுக்கு முன்னாடி அவன் மார்க் நான் என்ன பண்ணுவேன், வாட் ஐ யூஸ் டு டு இஸ் whenever I give the marks, நான் படிக்கவே மாட்டேன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மார்க் லாஸ்ட் மார்க்லாம் படிக்கவே மாட்டேன். ஹோல்ட் பண்ணி கையில கொடுத்துருவேன். இந்த லாஸ்ட் மார்க் வாங்குற பையனுக்கு வந்துட்டு 4 பேருக்கு முன்னாடி படிக்கும்போது என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா சைக்கலாஜிக்கலி அவனுக்கு எஃபெக்ட் ஆகுது. அவன் சின்ன பிள்ளைங்க, இட்ஸ் ஆல் சைல்ட். அவன் சரியா பண்ணலன்னா கூட கிளாஸ்ல போன பிறகு தனியாக வாட் இஸ் த ரீசன் வை யூ ஆர் நாட் ஏபிள் டு perform well, what is that I can do to help you out அப்படின்னு பாருங்க. Please do that. Okay, concentrate on the weak, not weak, see again I'm using that word, slowness. Use that word here afterwards. Yes. Jazakallah.
Anybody else from this side? Start there.
So we have 5 minutes. I want to give 5 minutes to Nisa to conclude.
I would just like to hear one feedback from the
Main staff.
Because we conduct so many sessions, I think this is our 3rd session for teachers. One we had online, one we had a live class, and this is second live class.
And I can do a professional class like this also. I can do that also. I do, provided she gives me a chance again. If she gives me a chance, I'll come back.
The teachers are
Sure, sir.
But today my agenda was no specific agenda, nothing. I wanted to meet you casually. I wanted to interact with you. Not a boring session, I thought, like that. So, but perhaps if you want a real professional class, I can do the professional development also. Inshallah, when this management is giving me that opportunity, I will come back, inshallah.
Teachers, the back, nobody?
I learned from this session how to develop slow learners. Definitely, I will develop all the slow learners from our school. So it is very useful to me.
Give a. That's very nice. Yes. Finally, to conclude, sir.
Alhamdulillah. The good thing about having him conduct the session, because I think he has played various roles. The vice principal, he gave up because of probably he was not that interested or lack of time, or is now for teaching to concentrate more rather than management activities. There are people like that. Now this is the right or apt kind of a person to actually share his thoughts with other teachers.
Now, if I give you a session about teaching, how you should be, yes, you will hear, but it's very difficult to connect. You know, still, you தெரியுமா இன்னும் கிளாஸ் எடுத்தால் தான் தெரியும், இப்போ நம்ம பிள்ளைங்களை பார்த்தா தான் தெரியும் அப்படின்ற ஒரு இது இல்லையா? But when it comes to a person like my father-in-law, because he has put in the hours, he has seen various types of children, what we think as unruly children. I think he has not shared many of the incidents where, you know, many times he will sit down and share about his stories in Maldives, or the kind of students that he had to deal with, kind of, you know, the habits that they used to have, the drug abuse that was there. But I think it was even, you know, a long time back. At that time itself, because it's also a tourist place, so access to these things are very common. And so a teacher has gone through those things, and in spite of that, getting a positive response from them, irrespective of what they have, you know, achieved, they have failed, they have passed, they have attained the highest marks or anything. The love of the children is really, yeah. So that has to be, you know, that attitude. Unfortunately, we don't have. Not only us, unfortunately, our teaching community has not seen them all equally. Those children, and many a times, you know, the students who have not done very well in academics and things like that. Have you met them later on in life? You see that everything is forgotten, like some kind of respect that they have, you know. At some point in their life, they appreciate what we have tried to do. Irrespective of the result, the effort that you put with them, try panning to bring them from 10 to 60, and the effort does not go waste. When he matures, he understands and appreciates that. And in fact, he aspires for a teacher like that for his child. Our child will aspire. So the impact that we actually have, long-term impact, many times we don't understand. Okay, that is why I would suggest with the computer teacher, look at it that way. Okay, that one good point he told us, he's putting up attitude, but we don't show the attitude. We are in a position to do that. We can really show who we are. And the very பட்டதுனால ஒன்றும் பிரயோஜனமா வந்ததா எனக்கு ஒன்றும் தெரியல. I have not come across that, you know, that has really, in fact, the hatred has become more. When the maturity came, the child thought that that particular incident was handled very wrongly by us. So we should be very careful about that. So அந்த மாதிரியான ஒரு approach தான் இனிமேல் நம்ம போவோம். Past is past. We have done mistakes in the past. But then future, it should be dealt in a very different way. The more responsibility the parents give, the more successful we become. We have to, you know, reciprocate it with better understanding and better approach. அதுதான் நம்ம வந்து பண்ணக்கூடிய ஒரே ஒரு ஏன்னா why I feel this is more important is after that, you know, every time we say about the teachers stood by us, the parents stood by us, so I feel even more responsible. You know, that is why I keep saying that I run this school. Many people ask me, do you run the school for the students? I say, no, I run for teachers. Yeah. So that is because of the expectation, you know, I myself have created for us to achieve. And the only way is that just because we got a school, just running it like this won't help achieve our goals. Financial goals are gone, goals are gone. All the dreams are there. The only way possible is if we improve how we handle the students and the issues. And it keeps coming up from time to time. Classroom and Jilani has taken the class. There was an incident that I had, you know, shared with him the other day. he immediately asked me, அந்த வீடியோஸ்லாம் பார்த்துருப்பாங்களே, இப்போ யாராவது உங்கள் டீச்சர்ஸை யாராவது கவுன்சிலராக ரெடி ஆகிட்டாங்களா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. I don't think we have. We don't have a teacher trying to interest this child in the problem இருக்கு, நீங்கள் கொஞ்சம் ஹேண்டில் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்கிற அளவுக்கு இல்லை. அந்த அளவுக்கு கிளாஸ் ரூம்ல இல்லை. We have not developed this skill. Please understand this. That is my observation. I don't observe things with your academic goals, although important, but at the same time when the issues come up, when you bring it to the principal and then it reaches me, how the teacher has been able to handle this. It is only based on that. And it's not too much, once in a while. That we should become capable to handle that. So we make it a successful, give us a successful solution. It's a big satisfaction. And that child who has been hating to come to school, we have changed that, made him love coming to school. And when you look at the progress over the years, it's a great satisfaction. Right? Just the other day we had one student who was roaming on the street. Now I just got a chance to speak to him 2-3 minutes. Now it is up to the particular teacher to make sure that there is a huge problem there. The academics apply, the first thing is safety and security of the child. You should be coming safely to school. You should be able to sit. Your teacher, as a teacher, you should change your priorities. Yeah, that is exactly what he says. That for various children, various goals are there. What is that we need to achieve accordingly? So these are things that I want to address, and these are very, 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 very important. In any session, even if we take one thing from this session and try to implement that will make a huge difference. That is exactly what it has done. We have not done, magic or miracles here. Small changes. That too, when it comes across our way. The one lesson that I have learned is that something comes. Our ego or anything should not, the problem becomes bigger. We have to address it or use the opportunity which is available. And this was going to be purely a personal visit. Only I made it this way. Please understand. Okay? That is because of my concern for the school. Taking the time out and bringing you here, and then having to making him interact this way, it's purely for the school. And I'm sure when you get a bigger opportunity, if he comes and interacts with the children, you will see the difference. You will see the difference how the children react. So that is why I keep bringing up these people who are all coming from out, whatever sources I have, Jilani Jalala, Yura. Why I bring them here is to not to show that these are the kind of people I know, but applicable. So what is the difference that these people are making? How positively they are able to interact with the children, and the positivity nammala panna mudiyuma. I have myself made a lot of changes. I am trying to be as friendly as possible, to the children whenever I get an opportunity to interact. Not the strict nature that I want to show, that as soon as I come, everybody should be, quiet and disciplined. Should say good morning or salam to me. These are all superficial things. We don't want any of these things. In fact, there is a much bigger purpose. These are important things also. This is not the main thing. Right? So, just self-introspect pannunga, enga irukrom solittu. Think about every student that you are interacting with, your classes, see where you are missing out. In the children, what is the type of opportunity for you to correct the relationship? You are on the higher level. You are the authority Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You should not either look down upon them or show the attitude or the thing. That's easier. So, I need not request you. Sometimes I might get because bits, there was one particular teacher didn't want to come today. So, to hell with it. Then after 10 minutes I realized, okay, the puja is important, let her continue with her work. Because that is how we should be. The human tendency that we may lose our sense, we may get angry, but it's not the right approach for the teacher. Angry approach, it has only landed in trouble. And first thing, understand that I want you all to be safe also. Don't put us in situations where where we are trying to defend you, and sometimes you are at mistake. So those kind of things can be avoided. So this I think for the long term, for us to be happy, for us to achieve things, the best approach is this way. What a lovely approach. When somebody is troubling in the class, it can definitely be, we all have a humor side. And the humor side is only with our colleagues or with our friends. Why can't that be with the children? Right? Why can't that be with the children? There was one teacher who has come here and he's not a teacher actually. But when I interact with him, I don't want to name him, but when you interact with him, he's such a jovial person, very happy person. But when he's taking the class, he's very strict. So I told him that why don't you use this same approach manner that is there with the children? You want to only go home and be happy? Huh? No. You can come to your workplace and be happy. And what better, thing with other than children? Huh? Sometimes I feel that I don't want to be in touch with any adult, anybody. Let me be only with my daughter. So, that level of communication is sufficient. Right? And we get that, Alhamdulillah, Allah has given us that opportunity to come with, interact with children and everything. Even the teenagers, the 11th standard, 12th standard. Very interesting people, interesting personalities. They are all, amazing personalities. I really wonder how many opportunities that we have missed in the past. That is exactly what he's got. He's been able to connect with them. He's been able to see them. And that is the reason for that particular mail that has come from that particular student. Because something has happened, kindness or. And that couldn't be expressed in words at that time. After years, that particular student can go ahead and express. We would like to see that. I hope in the annual day, inshallah, there should come an annual day where we should read these comments. Wouldn't it be beautiful? That will be an ideal.
That mail came to me at 2:50 a.m. in the morning. அந்த குழந்தை தூங்கிட்டு இருக்கும்போது நம்ம தாட்டை வந்திருக்கு, ஒரு டீச்சரோட தாட் வந்திருக்குன்னா அதுதான் சார் நமக்கு சக்ஸஸ். ஏன் வேற எல்லா தாட்டும் வந்திருக்கலாம் இல்லையா? ஏன் நம்மள நினைக்கிறோம்? நம்ம கோர்ஸ் முடிச்சு 2-3 வருஷம் ஆச்சு இல்லை அந்த மாஸ்டர் நமக்கு சொல்லி கொடுத்து, எதுக்கு சடனாக வரணும்? அங்கதாங்க உங்க சக்ஸஸ் இருக்கு. அதான்.
This is the whole idea of bringing together. So I once again have to thank Farah.
Yes.
Because she made this was a question visit after a very, very long time. And also thank you teachers very much, okay, for coming and make sure that when we get these opportunities to improve ourselves, there is nothing like that. Okay, we should never miss out. And number in a situation in a town where we have opportunities very less. It's very, very less to physically interact. Imagine now it's all about online and everything. We can still share some link. But there is a personal touch to the way we meet like this. Yeah, this has a lasting impact. So I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He made us gather. We have these wonderful teachers, and this is only Allah's blessing that we have teachers like you. Each one of you is a varied personality. The anger ones, the tempered ones, the kind ones, everything, amalgamation. Yeah, we have a wonderful set. I think this is really a blessing. Okay, it's a blessing. நான் கொஞ்சம் காசு கொஞ்சம் கம்மியாக இருக்கு நம்மகிட்ட இப்போ that inshallah that will develop inshallah that will happen okay ஒரு person
angry teachers வந்து சத்தம் போடாதீங்க குழந்தைங்க உங்களுக்கு கோபம் வந்தாலும் மேக்ஸிமம் என்ன திரும்ப சொல்லணும் அது கூட ஜோவியலா சொல்லணும் son of your father ஏதாவது தப்பு இருக்கா இதுல அப்படி சொல்லுங்க பாருங்க ஆனா மத்த அந்த டோன் இருக்கு பாத்தீங்களா அவங்களே வந்து என்ன இது அப்படி ஜோக்கா எடுத்து பார்த்தது okay some teachers who interacted with me, I'm not biased. I wanted to give some a few certificates which I have brought. For me, always for the two KG teachers, these two teachers. Okay. And there is a vice principal for you who always supports for her. Man who asked me the question then. And the great Ramanujam sir. Inshallah, when I get an opportunity to get more sessions like this, don't worry, others will also get. I'm not biased, I said. And I was suddenly Nisa said I need to have a session and I need to prepare the certificates. That much only certificates were there with me. Of course, we used to give it. Alhamdulillah. So where is your? I really want to thank. Can you call him? I must thank all those khalas. We call them khalas. What do we call here?
Support staff.
Excuse me? Supporting staff. Okay. We use that Urdu term there. We call them khalas and all those things. Without these people, nothing is possible.
Yes, sir.
Nothing is possible without these people. He's gone home. Okay. I really want to thank all your support staff because especially, especially the KG children, what kind of problems. Without these people, then nothing is possible. And now I have seen these children, these khalas, support staff. Suddenly I was just going to, from grade 11, I was going to grade 12. Yes, these are wonderful people for me. Wonderful people for me. Man, I was going to grade 11 to grade 12. I was just seeing that one of the support staff interacting with the child, speaking so beautiful English. They don't know English, but they learn the English. Experience make them experts. Thank you, all the support staff. And one person whom I have seen, your manager. He always stood by these people, the management, by Sir. Always. Is he there? Can you please call him? And who is the ma'am who has seen me previously? You? You attended my previous. I thank you very much, Miss. I had the opportunity to talk to you for the second time. Please continue to. So, what do you teach? All the subjects. Please continue to support. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Mashallah. Please. Like I said, until your physical body says, I can't say, please do your work as this gentleman. I've seen it from those the building where how he stood by Nisar, how he stood by Farah. Every time I talk to her, I ask about this gentleman. बोलते क्या हो तुम्हारे पास से मैं तुमने पूछ तुमको बोल देते हैं तुम्हें you always tell him that I always inquired about him. Mashallah, great jihad this man has done. Alhamdulillah, आखिर तक मैं हमारे दामाद को, हमारे बच्ची को, हमारे टीचर्स को सबको सपोर्ट करो इंशाल्लाह। अल्लाह तुम लंबी उम्र, लंबी सेहत, अच्छी सेहत देना எப்பவும் நல்லா பதுவா கத்து ஆமீன். And I wish all the teachers நிறைய மென் சார் நீங்க என்கிட்ட பேசவே இல்லை சார், உங்களை தான் சார். சார் நீங்க என்ன பண்ணீங்க? கெமிஸ்ட்ரி எல்லாம் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி தான் என் மண்டலே ஏறாது. நான் அன்னைக்கு டிசைட் பண்ணேன் இல்லை என்னால் எனக்கு கெமிஸ்ட்ரி ஆனால் they value chemistry people to be in class, very good teachers and all. We have, like I talked about one chemistry teacher, I was talking only about the language, not, but he was a brilliant teacher. I hope you are also very good. Please continue your good service and all other people to do the great job of this person. Only, when you support him, he'll be able to take to the better next level in the hierarchy. It goes like a pyramid,
Yes.
It goes like this. You have to support him. And inshallah, like I told the ustads there, I'll be sending, inshallah, our head of the department, Sheikh. He will come and he will, let him plan and he will come and try to help you out, inshallah. And if you people really want these kind of sessions, I got experts in subjects. I got experts in the subjects who can do great jobs. For example, a great mathematician I have there. I can sing. It all depends like how we are going to do it. Because you have the time framework, you have to complete the topics and all those things. If time permits, inshallah. I really wanted to come for your annual day celebration, but at the same time we have a program there back at our school. So the time she informed me it was not matching. But anyway, I wish everything goes so beautifully. Alhamdulillah. I'm so happy about it. Jazakallah, brother. MashaAllah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Let this be the beginning of a good relationship with the students. The reason is, now if you can say that, I can bring this teacher here, I can bring that teacher here. That's not because, we have a school here and he has a son-in-law or a daughter. What does that matter to them? Why that will happen is the relationship that is there with the colleague. Right? Can you now these days, can you raise your hand and say that, this particular teacher can do anything for me? Do this work, this particular day's work? Even if we have to substitute, we say that why we should be doing the work because the other person is absent. So I think this is another dimension to this, that the Arabic department from there can come here, or this particular teacher can come here. It's all relationship, the human relationship or the kind of relationship that you have made that makes the other teachers or other people say that, is it your, let me come. It's not because they don't even know us personally, right? So that is because of the personality or the interaction, that the way it has been developed. I really hope that we can, replicate that and have that kind of a camaraderie. Then in that case, what will happen is, over a period of time, the success, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala really blesses us with good things because we have the good intentions. So I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that this be that kind of a session where it opens us up, opens our hearts, and may Allah's help continue as it has been, over a period of time that we've been running this school. So I think it's a wonderful gathering. I'm always thankful that we have people like you, who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put together. So I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I thank the support staff, teachers, like always, and Mukhtar sir, of course, and of course the principal. And once again, thank you, Jazakallah, thank you so much for coming and taking your time out. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So we have put the break, BRAKE. Now it's a break time for you, BREAKE.